Welcome everyone to the first class. In today's class, we are going to discuss about how to create an account in the RoboFlow website and also how to create an project workspace for our project. So these are the topics we are going to discuss in today's class. So let's get started. For creating the account in the RoboFlow website, you have to select sign in option. After that, you have to select continue with Google. After creating the account, you have to create new project in the RoboFlow website. For that, you have to select create new project option. In that, you can see three types of features available in the RoboFlow website. The first one is the object detection, and the second one is the classification, and the third one is the instance segmentation. The first one, object detection, detects multiple things and their specific location like person, bag or any other objects with their original location. After that, you can see the classification. It classifies the images and assign labels to them. And the third one is the instance segmentation. It detects multiple objects with their actual shape. Like in the example, you can see the actual shape of the fish it detects. After that, you have to type your project name in the RoboFlow website. For our project, we are going to detect the brain tumor in the MRI images. For that, we are going to type the project name brain tumor detection. After that, you have to type what are you detecting option. In that, we are going to detect the brain tumor. For that only, you have to type brain tumor. After typing the brain tumor, you have to select any one of the license from the given options. For that, we are going to select the CC by 4.0 license only. After selecting all the things, you have to create your public project. For that, you have to select create public project. So that's it. In today's class, we have discussed about how to create an account in the RoboFlow website, and also we have discussed about what are the features available in the RoboFlow website, and also we have created our project in the RoboFlow website. In the upcoming class, we are going to discuss about how to create dataset for our project brain tumor detection. So let's see you in the next class. As we are going to discuss about how to create our dataset for our project brain tumor detection using YOLOv8. For that, we are going to discuss about what are the different types of methods to create our dataset in the RoboFlow website. For creating a dataset in the RoboFlow website, you have different types of options. The first one is the select files. You have to select or drag and drop your files in the RoboFlow website. And the second one is the select folder. You can drag multiple folders in the RoboFlow website which contains the images in that folder. And the third one we are going to discuss is about the YouTube video URL link. You have to type your URL link of the video which contains the dataset for your project. After that, we are going to discuss about the next method, that is the find a universe dataset. You have to open that link, and the RoboFlow website itself consists of different types of dataset and different types of images for your project. For that, you have to type your dataset name in the RoboFlow website. For our project, we are going to create the dataset for brain tumor images. For that, you have to type the brain tumor images in the RoboFlow website. After typing your dataset, you can see different types of dataset created by the other creators using the same brain tumor detection. You can also see the brain tumor images and also dataset available in the RoboFlow website. For downloading the dataset, you have to select this option, download this dataset. After that, you have to select your format, that is YOLOv8. After that, you have to select download zip to computer. At last, you have to select continue. In that, you can see your project dataset is downloaded in the RoboFlow website. After that, we are going to use another method to create our dataset for our project. That is downloading the images from the Google Chrome. For that, you have to type your dataset name in the Google Chrome. You have to open the images. In that you can see different types of dataset images available in the Google Chrome. You have to download these all images for your project. For downloading all the images, I am going to show you an extension which downloads all the images shown in the Google Chrome. And the extension is Image Assistant Batch Image Downloader. This extension helps to download all the images shown in the Google Chrome. For that, you have to install this extension to your Google Chrome. After installing the extension, you have to open the Google Chrome images and right click. In that you can see the Image Assistant extension is downloaded. After that you have to select that. In that you can see the Extract Current Page option. You have to select that option. In that you can see all the images shown in the Google Chrome extracted by the extension. After that you have to select all option and download selected. After that you have to select continue option. After selecting the continue, you can see all the images are downloaded for your project. At last, we are going to discuss about the last method to create our dataset, that is the Kaggle dataset. So you have to type the dataset in the Google Chrome with the Kaggle name. So you have to open the Kaggle website. So Kaggle is a very good, useful for creating our dataset. It consists of millions of dataset for both the machine learning and deep learning projects. It consists of n number of dataset. You can also download any number of dataset from the Kaggle website. For that, I am going to use the brain tumor MRI dataset from the Kaggle. In that, you can see all the available images for your dataset. That is the tumor images. It consists of 300 files, 306 files of images for your dataset. So you can also view the dataset images which contains the tumor of brain. So this portion shows the tumor images. So after that you have to download this dataset. For that you have to select download option. Before downloading the dataset, you have to create an account in the Kaggle website. After creating the account, you can download that dataset. So you have to wait for the download option. After extracting the file, you can see the two different files available in the extracted folder. The first one is the no tumor. You can see the normal images which contains no tumor in the brain. And the second folder consists of the brain tumor images for our project. So you can use that dataset for your project. So after creating all the dataset from the different methods, you have to upload that images in the RoboFlow website. For that you have to drag and drop the images. First, I am going to drag and drop the normal images, that is no brain tumor images. You can also select all the files for your project. Otherwise, you can also select required files only. I am going to select the required files only. After that, I am going to drag and drop the brain tumor images for my project. For that, I am going to drag and drop these images to my project. So these are the images for my dataset and also for my project brain tumor detection using the MRI images. After importing all the images, you have to select save and continue. In the upcoming class, we are going to discuss about how to annotate that images and generate the dataset for our project. So let's see you in the next class. Hello everyone, in today's class we are going to discuss about how to annotate the images we have created in the previous class. For annotation in RoboFlow, there are different kinds of tools to create your dataset. For that we are going to discuss one by one. So let's get started. After importing all the images in the RoboFlow website, you have to create annotation. For that, you have to select Start Annotating option. After that, you can see the dashboard of the annotation. In the left side, you can see the annotation, attributes, comments, history, and the raw data. In the annotation, there are two options available. The first one is the classes and the second one is the layers. The classes we are going to create for our project, that is the two class. The first class is brain tumor class and the second class is no brain tumor. In the right side, you can see different kinds of tools to create your annotation for your image. We are going to discuss these tools one by one. And the first tool we are going to discuss is about the drag tool. It can drag your images for your convenient one. After that, we are going to discuss about the second tool, that is the bounding box tool. So it creates the bounding box for your data set. After creating the bounding box, you have to type your class name, that is the brain tumor. So this detects the brain tumor of our data set. After that, you can see the classes contains the brain tumor. And the next tool we are going to discuss is about the polygon tool. It creates the polygon line for your data set. So you have to create a polygon line to indicate this portion of region contains the brain tumor. For that only, I am creating a polygon tool to indicate this portion is the brain tumor. After that, you have to type your class name. And the next tool we are going to discuss is about the Smart Polygon. It is an AI feature of the RoboFlow website. It automatically detects the portion you want to create your data set. We are going to use the standard option. After that, you have to select the portion you want to create for your data set. And also you have to remove the unwanted region by clicking the red portion. And the green portion only shows it detects the brain tumor of your project. So you have to remove the unwanted regions by clicking the red dots. The green portion only shows your portion of the brain tumor. And the next tool is about the label assist. After that, we are going to discuss about the next tool, that is repeat previous. It repeats the previously you have created the portions or activities for your data set. It again creates the same portions or images for your data set. So it reduces the amount of time you have to create the annotation. Also, you can see the next tool, that is comment and undo, redo. And the last tool is about the mark null. It removes all the annotation you have done in that image. That is, it deletes all the annotations and again it goes to the previous stage. So you can also use the Smart Polygon tool to create the bounding areas. After that, you have to select finish, enter and type your class name. For frequently, I am going to use the bounding box tool to reduce the amount of time for the annotation. For that only, I am going to use the bounding box to reduce my time. You can also use any number of tools for your dataset. After the annotation is completed, you can see the annotated images in the RoboFlow website. So these are the images we have annotated using the different kinds of tools in the RoboFlow website. So you can see the 1 or 3 images are annotated for our dataset. So after that, you have to select add 1 or 3 images to the dataset. In that, you can see the train percentage, valid percentage and the test percentage. And the train percentage is about the 70 and the valid percentage is about 20 and the test is about the 10%. We can also increase or decrease the percentage for your dataset. After that, you have to select add images option. So it add images to your dataset. So that's it. In today's class, we have discussed about how to annotate the images for our data set and also for our project brain tumor detection using the MRI images. We have annotated the images with different kinds of tools in the RoboFlow website. In the upcoming class, we are going to discuss about how to train the data set with the YOLOv8 in the RoboFlow website. How to train our data set with the YOLOv8 model in the RoboFlow website. In the previous class, we have discussed about how to create our data set, and also we have discussed about how to annotate the images for our data set. In today's class, we are going to train our data set with different kinds of methods available in the RoboFlow website. So let's get started. For training your model, you have to create version for your data set. For that, you have to select create new version in the generate option. After that, you can see the source images, that is images for our data set and classes we have created. Also, you can see the train, validation and testing images. After that, you have to select pre-processing continue and also continue for the augmentation. At last, you have to create your version for your project. After that, you can see this version doesn't contain any model. For that only, we are going to create a model YOLOv8 for our dataset. For creating the dataset YOLOv8 model, you have two different options. The first one is the train with RoboFlow and the second one is the custom train and upload. We are going to use the train with RoboFlow option. For train with RoboFlow, it consists of credit points for your project. So available credit points for my project is about 1. Basically, you have 3 credit points for each project you have created in the first account. After that, you can see the images, dataset, validation, percentage and also images. So you have to download your dataset for your project. For that, you have to select export dataset and also you have to select the format for your dataset. We are going to create the YOLOv8 model for our dataset. For that, you have to select the YOLOv8. After that, you have to select download zip to computer and also you have to uncheck the option train for the model. At last, you have to select the continue option. In that, you can see your dataset is downloaded from the RoboFlow website. After downloaded, you have to extract that zip file. In the zip file, there are different kinds of folders and files available. The first one is the test and the train and the validation. In the test, there are 2 files available. The first one is the images and the second one is the labels. After that, we are going to train in the RoboFlow website. For that, you have to select train with RoboFlow. In that, you can see 2 options available. The first one is the fast and the second one is the accurate. Accurate is the upgrade plan, so that you have to select the fast option. After that, you have to select the recommended option. At last, you have to select start training. For that, you have to wait for the training process. It also shows the estimate amount of time, that is 17 minutes to complete for our dataset. So that's it. In today's class, we have discussed about how to train our dataset with the YOLOv8 model for our project brain tumor detection using the MRI images in the RoboFlow website. So in the upcoming class, we are going to validate the trained model in the RoboFlow website. So let's see you in the next class. Welcome everyone. In today's class, we are going to discuss about how to validate the dataset trained with the YOLOv8 model in the RoboFlow website. Our project is about brain tumor detection using the MRI images. So let's get started. After the model is trained, you can see the mean average precision and the recall percentage. For our mean average precision, it shows around 99.5%. And the precision is about 97.8% and the last recall is about 99.9%. So it's around the success of our project created the dataset for our project brain tumor detection using the MRI images. You can see the brain tumor shows around 98%. For that, it is a successful project for our brain tumor detection. You can also increase the threshold level, overlap threshold level, also increase the confidence score. You can also check each percentage from the threshold level. After that, I am going to use the no brain tumor images, whether it shows correct or not. For that, I am going to drag and drop this image to the RoboFlow website. It shows around the normal percentage of 97%. After that, you can view the other options available to validate your dataset, that is the video file. You can also import the video files to detect the brain tumor is present or not. Also, you can see the YouTube URL to validate your dataset. After that, you can see the two options available. The first one is the try with webcam. You can use your webcam to detect the brain tumor images in the real-time world. So that's it. In today's class, we have discussed about how to validate the dataset trained with the YOLOv8 model in the RoboFlow website. For that, our project is around 99.9% successful. It detects both the brain tumor and not brain tumor images for our project. In the upcoming class, we are going to discuss about how to run our project in the PyCharm IDE. So let's see you in the next class. Welcome everyone. In today's class, we are going to discuss about how to run our project in the PyCharm IDE. And also we are going to discuss about what are the other features for running our project in the PyCharm IDE. So let's get started. For running our project, you have to select the code snippets. In that, you can see different types of options available. The first one is the hosted API. In that hosted API, there are few options available for your project. The first one is the Python, and the second one is the curl, and the third one is the JavaScript, and the fourth one is the Swift, and the last one is the .NET. You can also use any one of them to run your project. After that, we are going to discuss about on-device. In on-device, there are three options available. The first one is the CLI, and the second one is the Docker, and the third one is the RTSP stream. You can use any one of them for your project. You can also view the code for the project. After that, we are going to discuss about the native SDK. In that, there are two types of options available. The first one is the Luxonius OAK, and the second one is the web browser. For running this file, you have to install the Depth AI, and you can also use OpenCV to detect the brain tumor images for your project in the PyCharm IDE. You can also copy the code to run your project with the OpenCV. After that, we are going to discuss about the cloud. In the cloud, you have three different options. The first one is the cloud. In the cloud, you can use the Azure virtual machines and also the GCP compute engine. After that, you can see the CPU Docker and also the GPU Docker. And the last one we are going to discuss is about the utilities. The utilities is very useful for running our project with the different kinds of methods. The first one is the annotation predictions, and the second one is the blur predictions. And the count prediction is very useful for it detects number of classes predicted in the image of your dataset. For that, if the image consists of two different classes, it shows the two different classes as count2. And also you can view the count in zone option, and also you can use the count across line, and also you can view the last options, use SAHI option. We are going to discuss these utilities one by one. For the first one, we are going to use the hosted API to run the Python project. For that, you have to select the hosted API. In that, you have to select the Python. After that, you have to copy the Python code. You have to create the new folder for your project. After that, you have to right click and open with the PyCharm. After opening the PyCharm, you have to delete all the codes in the main.py. You have to copy paste the code copied from the RoboFlow website. Before running the project, you have to select the Python interpreter. For that, you have to select the settings option. After that, you have to select the project in the Python interpreter. After that, you have to select any one of the Python interpreter. For my project, I'm going to use Python 3.9. For that, it shows no errors to run our project. For that only, I'm going to use the Python 3.9. After that, we are going to explain about the codes for our project. In the first code, you have to import the RoboFlow website. For that, first you have to install the RoboFlow package. After that, you have to import the API key for your project. In the fourth line, you can see the project workspace is imported. In the fifth line, you can see our model, that is the YOLOv8 model, is imported in our PyCharm IDE. After that, in the 8th and 11th line, we are going to predict the images for our dataset, that is the brain tumor image or no brain tumor image. For that, the model going to predict the images with the confidence score 40 and the overlap equal to 30. And also the predicted images is saved in the JPG file. For the JPG file, you have to copy paste any one of the dataset images. For that, I am going to copy paste any one of the images for the brain tumor. So you have to copy the images and paste the images in your project folder. Also, you have to rename the files for your convenient output. So I am going to rename all the files for my convenience. After that, you have to type your JPG file name. So you have to type all the JPG file name. Also, you have to type the prediction.jpg file. At last, we are going to run our project. For that, you have to right click and run the main.py. In that, you can see the RoboFlow package and workspace is imported. After that, you can see the prediction of the class, that is the brain tumor. So our images detects the brain tumor dataset. For that, you can see the predicted images saved in the JPG file. For that, you have to open the JPG file. In that, you can see the YOLOv8 model detects the brain tumor in that image. After that, I am going to validate another images in the PyCharm IDE. For that, you have to type the another JPG file name. So you have to open the predicted image, that is bc.jpg. Before opening that, you have to open the original image. So it detects none of them. So in the predicted image, it detects the brain tumor portion. So it is one of the features of the RoboFlow website to predict our image. After that, we are going to use the another utilities available in the RoboFlow website. For that, you have to select the utilities. In that, we are going to use the count prediction option. In the count prediction, you have to copy the Python code. After that, you have to create a new Python file. You have to type your Python file name, that is count. You have to enter. You have to copy paste the code. You have to rename the JPG file. After that, we are going to discuss about the most important line of the code, that is the 16th line. So it shows the len of detection. So it uses the len functions to create the count for our detections. So after that, you have to run your project. You can see one class is detected, that is the brain tumor. After that, you can also use any number of features available in the RoboFlow website, that is annotate predictions, blur prediction, counting zone, count across line, use SKHI. In the counting zone option, you can use MP4 files. So that's it. This course is ended with how to create our project brain tumor detection using the YOLOv8 model in the RoboFlow website. In the first class, we have discussed about how to create an account in the RoboFlow website, and also we have discussed about how to create our project workspace. And the second class, we have discussed about how to create data set for our project. In the fourth class, we have discussed about how to annotate the images for our data set. In the fifth class, we have discussed about how to train the data set with the YOLOv8 model in the RoboFlow website. In the sixth class, we have discussed about how to validate the trained model in the RoboFlow website. In the final class, we have discussed about how to run our project in the RoboFlow website. Also, we have discussed about what are the features available for running the project in the RoboFlow website. Hope you learned something from this course, Brain Tumor Detection using YOLOv8. Also, you have to familiarize yourself with the RoboFlow website for creating n number of machine learning and also deep learning projects. Hope I can see you in the upcoming courses taught by me.